Welcome back guys to another Clash Royale video. Today we're starting a brand new Let's Play series. I've got a new account here, I just started it this morning. I've only played about 3 battles so far, but basically what this series is for is I want to discuss some beginner tips and beginner strategies for the earlier arena levels. My main account is in Arena 7 and he might have some cards that you guys don't have, so if you're having a hard time facing a certain card or a certain strategy in the earlier arenas, please let me know in the comments below and I'll try and do a video on it for you. But this is the deck that I'm using right now. I got the Prince card in the beginning tutorial, which is pretty cool. The Prince is a really strong card in the earlier levels, but he is pretty easy to counter, and I will discuss that in just a moment here. But let's go ahead guys into some replays and then finish off with one live gameplay, hopefully be able to get our crown chest here. So here we are with the first replay guys. Now right at the beginning here, I'm going to try and be as conservative as I can with my elixir. I'm going to let it build up to 10 before I drop a single troop. He's going to try and be aggressive here with the mini P.E.K.K.A. And I'm really going to defend it with my knight. The mini P.E.K.K.A. does a crazy amount of damage if it can get to your tower, but it's pretty easily distracted. So right there I drop my knight. It's going to distract it enough to take it out with the help of my crown tower. Now one of the most important things in this game guys is being efficient with your elixir, trying to build up an elixir advantage and then use that advantage to do a push that your opponent cannot defend. So it's really important in this game to try and pay attention to how much elixir you have and try and take a guess as to how much elixir your opponent has based on what kind of cards they played. So right there, he used his fireball to only damage the tower, which was a waste of 4 elixir. So I knew I had an opportunity to go in here to make a super aggressive push. I dropped my Prince, Armor, and Archer. They're going to go in there and be able to take out the tower in one solid push there. So right here, I know he's pretty low on elixir again, so I'm going to drop a Giant to help out my other troops there. And if you take a look guys, he's got 4 elixir, but I have a Giant, a Bomber, and an Archer down. Huge elixir advantage for myself. He's going to drop a Musketeer to try and defend that, and I'm going to drop my own Musketeer to take her out. Now right here guys, we have a Giant, an Archer, and a Musketeer that are able to take out the tower for a 3-crown victory within a minute and a half of the battle. Let's go ahead to the next replay guys. So here we are with the next replay guys. Now this replay is really going to show off how important it is to manage your elixir efficiently. Right at the start here, he's going to start out really aggressively. He's going to drop his Prince as well as his Knight card. The Prince has a super strong charge attack that does double damage, so you really want to try and avoid it hitting your tower if possible. So right there, I waited for the Prince to get into my zone, dropped a Knight to defend it. Now one of the best ways to gain an elixir advantage in this game guys is to wait for their troops to get into your zone before you distract them or defend them, because you'll also have the crown tower helping out here. So right there I was able to defend his push and then use that Knight to go in there and get one hit off with a charge attack. Now with that one hit, as well as a couple Musketeer shots, I was able to take his tower down to 700 health, and I have 9 elixir, he's got 4, so I also have a huge elixir advantage guys, which is really important. Now watch this guys, he uses a fireball to damage the tower, which is a huge waste of elixir, so once again I have a huge elixir advantage. And right now I've been kind of counting his cards. I know he's pretty low on elixir, so I'm going to drop my Giant. Giant's going to make his way up to the bridge here. Now unfortunately his Musketeer is out of reach of my crown tower, so I'm going to use some archers to take care of that, and I'm going to drop my Prince and my Bomber behind my Giant. Now you always want to try and push with a tank, preferably in front of your troops here guys. So I have my Giant going up here. Now if the Giant dies, the Prince has a fairly high amount of health, so he's going to act as my tank, and he's also going to be able to get in there and get a charge attack off and take out that tower. And right now guys, he's got 2 elixir, not enough to defend with. I've got a Prince, a Bomber, a Knight, Archers, and a Musketeer in there. We're able to take out that King Tower for another 3-crown victory guys. Let's go ahead and try out one live replay guys. So here we are guys, let's go ahead and try and get a live battle in here. Now my commentary is going to be a little bit different than with the replays, because I'm going to be focusing on what I'm doing in the battle instead of trying to talk over it. But right at the start here, I'm going to wait till I get to 10 elixir, or wait for him to make the first move before I drop any cards here. So we're going to see what he does. He might just wait for me to drop my first card. No, he drops the Musketeer, so I'm going to go ahead and drop my Giant to distract that. Drop my Knight behind that and take care of all those troops there, as well as my archers. He's being super aggressive here, but like I said in my last replay, you want to play defensively and use your crown tower to your advantage. My crown tower is able to take care of all those troops. Now my archers are going to go in behind that Giant, and I'll hopefully get some damage done to this tower here. Probably not though, he dropped that mini P.E.K.K.A. So right now I'm going to wait for the mini P.E.K.K.A. to get in my zone before I drop anything. I'm going to use my Knight to distract that mini P.E.K.K.A. I really don't want to getting any damage onto my tower. So right there, my Knight is able to take care of that mini P.E.K.K.A. before he does any damage here. I'm going to drop my Musketeer behind this Prince here and try and set up a push, hopefully. We'll see what he does. I got my arrows ready in case he drops some low health troops there. Now he wasted the troop there, so my prince is able to go in and get some damage done to his tower here. We actually might be able to take it out here. One more shot, there we go. So now I'm going to go ahead and start focusing on the left-hand side here. So this really goes to the replay, or to the last replay that I talked about playing conservatively. Right there, I played defensively. I let my crown tower help defend that push there, and then use that counter push to take out his tower there. So right here, I'm going to ignore that knight on the right-hand side and set up a push on the left-hand side. I've got a pretty big elixir advantage at this point. He's got some archers there. I'm going to take him out with that bomber. Drop some archers behind my giant to support him. He's got that mini P.E.K.K.A. The mini P.E.K.K.A. is a great counter for the giant. He does a crazy amount of damage here. But we're able to take him out before he reaches my archers. So those archers should get a couple of shots on that tower. And once again, we're at 10 elixir. I'm going to drop my prince way in the back here. Let him get his charge up and then drop some troops as well in front of him. Get my knight in there as well as my musketeer. So at this point, we're being super aggressive because I'm fairly certain that we have an elixir advantage at this point. So my knight's going to go in there with that prince, take out all of his troops. And now hopefully he can get a charge attack off on that tower. Doesn't look like it, he drops that knight. But we were able to get some damage to that tower. He's down to 900 health here. We're going to go ahead and drop a bomber here. And we're going to defend this push here with that giant. He's got that mini P.E.K.K.A. coming in here, so I'm going to drop that prince to help with some single target damage. Now, I've got a really strong counter push coming in with the giant, the knight, prince, bomber, and a musketeer. I'm going to go ahead and drop another giant here, right in the zone. The prince is going to go in there and get a charge attack off my tower. Now let's try and get a 3-crown victory here, guys. We're going to play super aggressive. We have 15 seconds left to try and get a 3-crown victory. He's going to use his fireball, which is not going to do much. So we are going to be able to take out that tower for a 3-crown victory. And that will give us a crown chest, guys. So let's go ahead and open up that as soon as we get out of this battle here. Alrighty, guys. So let's see what we got from this free chest as well. 22 gold, some gems, 1 archer, goblins, and a knight. And let's go to this crown chest here, guys. Get some gold and some gems, of course. Upgrade available for that goblin, as well as for those bombers. And we got the spear goblins unlocked. Guys, the spear goblins and the regular goblins are some of my favorite cards in this game, even in my regular account. What do we got here? One more musketeer. Let's go ahead and upgrade some of these cards here. Bomber can be upgraded. This might make us level 2, actually. What do we get here? Yeah, we will hit level 2. That's pretty cool. Upgrade this musketeer here. And what else do we have here? We have some upgrades for the goblins as well. Let's go ahead and upgrade those. And there we go. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this Let's Play series, please let me know in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see some more Clash Royale content. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.